Most backyard farmers believe chickens are the safest way to make money. That's what almost everybody is told. Buy chicks. Feed them. Raise them. Sell them. Repeat. Simple. But hidden behind thousands of struggling poultry farms is a farming secret many people completely ignore. Because while everyone rushes toward chickens, some farmers are quietly making far more profit with ducks. Less stress. Lower losses. Stronger survival rates. Cheaper maintenance. And in many cases, much higher returns. But here's the shocking part. Most beginners never even consider ducks. Why? Because chickens dominate the conversation. They dominate YouTube. They dominate local markets. And because of that, many people automatically assume chickens must be better. But what if the real backyard farming goldmine has been sitting right in front of people this whole time? What if ducks are actually the smarter investment? And what if small farmers are losing huge amounts of money simply because they chose the wrong bird? In this video, we're going to break down exactly why ducks can make up to 3 times more profit than chickens. We'll reveal the hidden advantages most farmers never talk about, the costly mistakes chicken farmers constantly battle, and why ducks may become one of the most profitable backyard farming opportunities in 2026. But before we get into that, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You need to understand one important thing. Because the biggest farming mistake beginners make has nothing to do with feed, nothing to do with disease, and nothing to do with expensive equipment. It starts with choosing the wrong animal from the beginning. And that single decision can determine whether your farm grows or collapses. For years, chickens have been seen as the king of backyard farming. Almost every beginner starts there. And at first, it makes sense. Chickens are popular. Their meat sells fast. Eggs are everywhere. And there's endless information online about raising them. But behind the scenes, many chicken farmers are struggling. Some lose chicks within the first few weeks. Some battle diseases non-stop. Some spend heavily on medications. And others discover too late that their profit margins are much smaller than expected. Meanwhile, duck farmers often deal with fewer problems. And that's where things start getting interesting. Because ducks are not just another poultry bird. They behave differently, grow differently, survive differently, and profit differently. Yet most people never compare the two properly. They simply follow what everybody else is doing. But smart farmers know something important. Sometimes the biggest opportunities are hidden inside the most ignored markets. And ducks are one of those markets. But before we talk about profits, we need to expose the first hidden advantage ducks have over chickens. Because this single factor alone can save farmers massive amounts of money. Ducks are naturally hardier. One of the biggest problems in chicken farming is mortality, especially for beginners. A farmer buys 100 chicks. Then suddenly diseases appear. Weakness spreads. Birds stop eating. And within days, losses begin. Sometimes it starts with only one bird. Then another. Then another. Before the farmer realizes what's happening, half the flock is gone. And this is where ducks shock many people. Because ducks are naturally tougher. They generally handle harsh conditions better. They tolerate wet environments more effectively. And many duck breeds show stronger resistance against common poultry issues. That doesn't mean ducks never get sick. Every farm animal can become sick. But compared to chickens, ducks often survive conditions that would heavily affect fragile birds. And for backyard farmers, survival rate matters. Because every dead bird equals lost money. Now imagine 2 beginners. One raises chickens. The other raises ducks. Both start small. Both use simple backyard systems. Both have limited experience. But after several months, one farmer spends heavily replacing dead birds, while the other keeps growing steadily. That difference alone can completely change profitability. And this is only the beginning. Because the second advantage ducks have may surprise even experienced poultry farmers. What if the animal everybody ignores actually eats more efficiently than the one everybody copies? Because this next factor directly affects one of the biggest expenses in farming: feed. Ducks waste less feed. Feed is one of the largest expenses in poultry farming, and many beginners underestimate how quickly feed costs can destroy profits. A farmer may think, if I buy cheap chicks and raise them quickly, I'll make huge money. But then feed bills start piling up. Every week, more bags, more expenses, more pressure, and sometimes, the birds are not even converting feed efficiently. This is where ducks quietly outperform chickens in many backyard systems. Ducks are excellent foragers. They naturally search for insects, snails, small plants, grass, worms, and other food sources. In free-range or semi-free-range systems, this becomes a major advantage. Because the birds help reduce feeding costs naturally, chickens can forage too. But ducks are often far more aggressive and efficient in wet environments. And if you have access to ponds, grassy areas, or backyard spaces with natural food sources, ducks can become surprisingly economical. Some duck farmers even allow ducks to forage during the day and reduce commercial feed usage significantly. That means lower expenses. And in farming, lower expenses can be just as important as higher sales. Because profit is not only about how much you earn, it's also about how much you keep. But there's another hidden advantage ducks have. And this one affects something many backyard farmers struggle with constantly: stress. Ducks handle stress better. Stress is a silent profit killer in poultry farming. Sudden noise, heat, overcrowding, poor handling, transport, weather changes. All these things can negatively affect chickens. Stressed chickens may stop eating properly. Egg production can drop. Growth may slow. And disease risks can increase. But ducks are often more adaptable. Many duck breeds remain calmer under changing conditions. And this matters more than people realize. Because calm birds grow more consistently. Imagine constantly worrying every time weather changes. Every time rain falls. Every time temperatures shift. That pressure alone frustrates many chicken farmers. Ducks may become bigger in the future. Right now, chickens dominate poultry farming. So before you automatically choose chickens, ask yourself one question. What if ducks are the opportunity most farmers overlooked? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more farming insights, poultry secrets, and backyard farming strategies. Because the next farming opportunity that changes your life might already be hiding in plain sight.